but you got to get the right people in the seat or in the door in the first place. So having advertisements out there and always thinking in terms of recruiting at all times, I think is key. And you really want to make sure that the message is out there. My latest hire that we had on our team said it was our Indeed ad that really attracted her to explore a little further to see what was out there. And we've not disappointed her one bit yet since she's been on the team for almost a month now, early in the game, but just was really cool to hear that it was actually our wording in our ad that got her started. So this was something I think, Chris, I stole out of your bag of tricks as far as maybe an ad or a general content or copy for an ad that you could use for probably any spot on the team. And we are looking for someone to bring the same authenticity and willingness to do the little things that make a difference for our patients and the team. This is an exciting time for someone who truly wants to be a part of something special. If this resonates with you and you are looking to leave a positive mark on both your team and community, we would love to talk.
Yeah, I think it's, the verbiage in your ad, something like this stands out. And this is how you might, as we've talked about in the past, stumble upon a resume for somebody who maybe wasn't totally out the door at their current situation. Because, right, the best people in general, the best people currently are employed, right?
Absolutely.
So maybe they had a bad day or something happened and they got a little wandering eye. They just wanted to just check and see what was out there, and they read your ad, and you want to put yourself in their shoes and have them kind of imagining something different. An environment that doesn't have gossip, an environment that is more supportive. And just maybe you can kick that door open a little bit and get an interview with, get them to send a resume and then maybe get an interview. So that's the goal. You want to attract the right people. That's
precisely what happened to me. We were in need of a full-time hygienist to help us anchor our hygiene program here. And that's precisely what happened. I was able to attract someone who was a 7-year veteran at another practice less than 3 miles from me here. And in a snarky, sort of condescending, negative environment. And she had just about had it. And the door was kicked open and we were able to attract her away pretty easily. And all right, so what's your differentiator? We talk about this a lot. Al and I have been talking about it a lot lately in marketing. How do we set ourselves apart? And Chris and I have thrown the phrase "doc in the box" around this discussion table a lot. And what we mean by that is just the generic dental office. Anybody can do that in our profession. Is just provide the basic services. Those aren't difficult to do. But you have to really set yourself up to be a wow factor. And this is another quote. You could say something to the effect of, you're a private GP office located in your hometown that integrates wisdom with a refreshing outlook on patient care and team culture, not simply molar mechanics. And you are looking for an individual with compassionate leadership, dynamism, positive organizational skills, and positive organizational and natural customer service skills. So it's that's a differentiator. That's kind of, you don't see that too often, that type of verbiage in an ad. This would just be another way to maybe opening up the discussion with somebody, and you're apt to get more hits with just a little catch there, a little caveat. So what you want to think about before you even start interviewing is always trust your second brain. Your gut instinct can tell you a lot about candidates. It's a privilege to be on your team. Just remember that. So you always have that advantage, and be selective, even in this scarce market, even if it's still a little sketchy as to the quality and numbers of folks that you're seeing, because unwinding a poor choice is costly. It's just maybe not so much in dollars, but it's just in time spent dealing with them, dealing with the aftermath of what your A players or your really good quality team members are seeing and seeing you not do, like we just talked about a few minutes ago. Your ad will always be remembered by candidates if they're really qualified, and they will respond effectively. And culture drives the results.